All right, 3, 2, and 1. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Brandon tuning in to you guys with our Lunch and Learn series. We come to you guys live every single Wednesday right at noon. These are just little quick 10 to 15 minute education sessions where we have a chance to kind of give you guys some just information, education, just general stuff in regards to the field of medical cannabis and even beyond at this point with the wellness. This one's all about how to register for your medical cannabis in Maryland. We're starting to go back to doing some in-person stuff, so stay on the lookout for that. We're gonna have an in-person one later on the end of this month, all about the products and stuff we hold. But thanks for tuning into this virtual one. As always, we go to you live, but you can watch us at your convenience. We obviously recommend you guys share these with people if you can, if you find value in this. This one's awesome. It's very straightforward, but it's going to be about how to sign up with the state. We know this is still a very confusing process for many, not very straightforward, so we're hoping that this video that we're doing right here can be utilized, shared, and just kind of reiterated over and over again if we need to in order to help people with this process. I'm actually going to end up going straight to the MMCC's website to kind of show you what their changes have been and then direct you straight to a video which we'll watch together. It's very quick, only a little over 2 minutes, that shows you how to sign up, which is going to be the most official version because that's straight through the state themselves, so you can check it out. And then after that, I'll tell you about a few other things that we offer in-house to be able to help people, again, with this process. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. And we're going to go to my screen. All right, so right here, you guys should be able to see the MMCC's website itself. For those who don't know or who have not ever gone to it, you would just go to mmcc.maryland.gov. You could always do a very quick Google search for this too. But essentially what's happened is when the actual event itself started, when you were able to sign up for medical cannabis in the state, we utilized a system through the MMCC. This is now put through One Stop, which a lot more people are familiar with. It is the state essential database for almost everything they do application-wise. So it's cool to see that the medical cannabis has been integrated into that system. So it's going to be a lot more easy to navigate for some, and maybe not for others. But I just really want to quickly go over this with you guys, just so you can see that things have changed a bit because maybe you inquired before, maybe you know people who joined before, and they might give you some out-of-date information, and maybe you can help explain to others or even them that things have been switched over because they may or may not be aware. Every patient should have gotten an email asking them to sign in and everything like that to stay up to date. However, being in the dispensary, it's clear to see that that's not the case with everybody, that they've actually seen these emails. So real quickly, essentially earlier this year on February 16th, the Maryland One Stop portal went live. It provided the MMCC website visitors with all licensing and registration forms, including the patient and caregiver applications, which is why you're here today, provider registrations and certifications, clinical direct applications, business licenses and registration applications, and cannabis agent registrations. The new portal is expected to create a more user-friendly experience for all medical cannabis agents, patients, and businesses. All right, so it's pretty straightforward. Like I said, I'm going to click on this video and show you. We're only going to be paying attention specifically to the patient and caregiver section. If you scroll down, you actually will see. So real quick, it says register right here in One Stop to be able to do so. So it actually tells you 1, 2, 3 how to go about doing it, but we're going to watch a video real quick. Again, we're specifically looking for patients. So don't be confused. It says patient lookup. Scroll down a little bit. You're going to see One Stop patient registration. Takes you right to YouTube. I already have this open. So real quickly, let's go ahead and try to watch this together real quick. It may be a little bit laggy on your end. However, since it's not like high-speed sports or anything, they should be very simple to understand. So let's go.
Welcome to this brief tutorial on getting registered into MMCC's new One Stop portal. Once registered, you will be able to access and manage all of your documents in a central location. The One Stop portal is scheduled to go live at 7 a.m. this Tuesday, February 16th, 2021. At that time, you will receive a notification to register. This notification will be sent to the email address currently on file with MMCC. The first step in the registration process is accessing the One Stop portal. I've highlighted a hyperlink to that portal if you'd like to get registered while watching this tutorial. Once on the portal, complete the required fields and click register. If you're an existing MMCC patient, please use the email currently on file during the registration process. A verification email will be immediately generated. Once you have verified your email, registration is complete. You will know you're registered when you are able to view your name in the top right corner of the screen, as I've indicated here. To view pending or existing MMCC registrations, click My Dashboard, and all of your registration information will be available to you. For those not currently registered with MMCC, you will need to add a new registration. To do that, click Licenses and Permits. That tab is right next to the My Dashboard tab. Then type in the type of registration that applies. Here, I've typed in adult registration and click the search function in blue. My next step is clicking on adult patient registration, and the one-stop process will take me through the entire registration. Here are some resources available to help you navigate the new one-stop portal. Thank you for watching this tutorial.
All right, so that's essentially the video itself. I hope the audio played for you there. I'll double check this video afterwards to make sure. I couldn't tell if it was coming through on my side. But essentially, I'm going to really quick talk you through this one more time just so you can see it. And again, this is right on the site I told you about. If you follow the link in our description, you'll be able to see it as well. But really quickly, let's see here. Essentially, once you click that little link that we provided, it's going to take you directly to this first little form right here. This is sign up for an account, no different than you would sign up for Facebook or something else. You're putting your first and last name in. You're putting an active email. Make sure you have access to this, and then at that point, you're creating a password. It has descriptions of what your password may or may not have. It may not include your name or the email. It must include one number or symbol, include both lower and uppercase letters, as well as be at least 8 characters long. Once you input that, it's taking you straight through, and then you're going to go right to the application part. Once you're in, you need to essentially explain what you're looking for. So you create an account within One Stop. Now you're going to go up top here. Let's see. You can actually go ahead and what you're looking for, which again, you're looking for adult registration. You have no applications that you started. If you went to the top right, as you saw there, you have your little name adjust, and it can show you anything you're looking for, applications, any permits, registrations you're looking for, and you're essentially looking directly for the, you're adding a new registration itself, and you're going to be searching for an adult patient registration within Medical Maryland One Stop. So at the very top search bar, just type in adult registration. You'll see that it comes up distributed by the Maryland Medical Cannabis Commission. You're just going to click on that, and it'll take you straight through. And essentially, once you're in there, it's going to ask for some generic stuff in regards to where do you live. Make sure your address is currently on file. If your address, for example, is not what is updated on your driver's license, if you live at a different address that is not on your driver's license, then you're going to need to provide, I believe, 2 different forms of identification, or excuse me, 2 different forms to be able to show that that's somewhere you live, such as a utility bill, a temporary ID if you have it. There's a few other things. It's right on the website itself. It should tell you. And that's you're going to have to provide essentially what's called a passport style photo. You're going to end up taking a photo of your face just against a flat white wall, which is going to be uploaded, and that's kind of like your user ID. That's essentially as your user itself. So when you come into a dispensary, since you're in the state database, somebody like Peninsula Alternative Health, when you come in, you give us your name and you fill out your stuff. We'll actually be able to search you in the database. We'll see you. We can see that the face matches exactly what's on the computer, and that's kind of how we really start on our side signing up. Because again, signing up with the MMCC is just step 1. Step 2 would actually be then acquiring your certification from an actual provider and then coming to us. So again, this is definitely the first step. Again, this video is very straightforward and simple. There wasn't much to it, I know, but I did want to have you guys check that out so you can see it. I hope the audio worked through it, because again, they explained this probably a little bit more detailed than I did. But of course, I provide the link within the description so you can check it out. If for some reason the audio wasn't recorded, I'll most likely redo this video. I don't think I saw that until I was actually in the process of doing this. But real quickly, I do want to address this as well. If you guys are ever looking for any help with this, if this, even if this video did not help, or if for some reason you're still in need of assistance, or in general you just want to make sure you're doing it right, or you want somebody to help you, we offer free assistance every single Sunday from 10 to 2. We also offer, if you were to go on our website and you would see, let's say peninsulaMD.com, whether it's the dispensary or dispensary or wellness, you'll actually see a little pop-up form come up. Excuse me, let me go back to my screen. All right, you'll see a little pop-up form come up right up here, again on the home page of the dispensary, and then look, need help with acquiring your medical cannabis certification? It'll take you somewhere, and you'll basically be able to schedule an appointment right there. So let's say these Sunday events, you don't want to wait for Sunday. Let's say you can't make it on a Sunday, or Sundays are no good for you. We opened these up because we wanted to be able to have a daytime where nobody had to make an appointment. They could just come right in. We could help them with the service. They could kind of get in and get out, and that's why we provide this. But let's say Sundays do not work for you. Again, you can go to that little form I just showed you guys, somewhere like right here, click on it, and you actually be able to schedule an appointment directly with us at your convenience. We're not open 24/7 to be able to do this. You will see a limited selection of hours and days on there. However, it may help accommodate many who cannot make it in on a Sunday. And again, this is a process that we can help take care of directly for you. It's free on our part. Keep in mind that there are requirements that the state themselves has with these applications. For example, you're going to need to pay $50 for an application registration fee. So when that actually pushes through, again, that's going straight to the state themselves, not us. So once you actually go through the little process of actually, signing up, I think some of the hardest things for people is making sure that if they do not have the address, their current living address on their identification, or they have an expired ID, things like that, especially because of COVID right now, it's hard to get stuff up to date. So essentially understanding and making sure you're doing it right, that's exactly what we're here for. But again, there's different documents that you can provide to be able to show that you still live at this address. You live at this address, even though it's not on your ID. They should be able to give you a temporary ID if you're currently submitted one, you don't have one, so they'll accept that as well. Because again, the state's well aware of any backlogs that they might have. And once you pretty much put that info in, it's really straightforward. You're not really addressing but so much just address, and then you're not getting into qualification or anything like that. That's all stuff that you're going to deal with the actual provider that you'll reach out to, which again can be found right on the MMCC's website. And then after updating that passport photo, which is again, that's the second, I think, most kind of difficult thing for a lot of people to do, is to ensure that the photo they've taken is correct, making sure it's on a flat wall, it's bright enough, things like that. Complying to those, you're not supposed to have hats on and things like that, so just make sure that you're reading all the detailed information as clear as you can, and they really have done a good job at making this much more straightforward. The MMCC originally, there's not much less information they're looking for within One Stop. However, the UI, which is essentially the program and which is how it looks and operates, is much cleaner, and it feels less congested, and it runs smoother. So it's just, the implementation of stuff is very easy. You're going to have to upload your identification. So if you do have the ID, whether it's invalid or not, and you're waiting on another one, you're still going to update whatever ID you have front and back. So make sure that's in good lighting. Again, that's something that we can help with here. And there's just, it's kind of like a normal, if you've done any sort of KYC stuff, know your customer, it's almost the same type of process. They want to make sure you live where you live, where you say you live, and they want to make sure that you are essentially who you are. And that's where the photography comes in, and just having a photo of you. Again, it's a state databases registration that they have. We're very appreciative that the state of Maryland has opened this up and done this through One Stop. We've wanted to be able to show you guys this. This has been about 6 months or so, roughly, coming up now. I think it has exactly been 6 months since the One Stop has been active. There was a little bit of hangups and issues switching over this gigantic database of patients into this new system, but it seems like things have kind of ironed out quite a bit, and we're happy to do this video for you guys. So that's pretty much it for this patient sign up. It's really easy to get started. This is basically, this was all about registering as a patient in Maryland, not necessarily the full process. If you want to understand the full process, you can head straight to peninsulaMD.com, where we'll lay out a little bit more for you. Again, it's the application through the MMCC, getting registered with them, finding a certified provider, and then essentially going to acquire cannabis. So, essentially, there's only 2 steps to become a patient. However, what's the point of being a patient if you're not going to go get some amazing medicine? So, step 3, we always say, is find your dispensary. Hopefully, you'll come visit us here at Peninsula Alternative Health. At the end of the day, this is a service that we're trying to offer to anybody. So if you're on Western Maryland and this will serve you over in Western Maryland, great. Then we helped you still become a patient. That's awesome. Maybe one day you'll come visit us if you migrate over here, if you make your way to the beach or something. However, that's not why we do this. So keep in mind, same thing, if you're out of town and you're coming this way on a Sunday and you need help signing up, but you don't plan on coming here anytime soon because you don't live here, but you're still in Maryland, then please stop by. We'd love to still sit with you, chat with you, and get you signed up. Only takes 10 or 15 minutes. We have an awesome wellness shop you can stop at while you're waiting or while you're essentially on your way out. We have CBD products, in-house CBD products, if you will. A lot of cool stuff, swag, gear, all sort of portable devices for combustion, and just a bunch of really awesome stuff. Magical butter machines, the list goes on. The wellness shop has really evolved into a bunch of really cool stuff, and I implore you, if you ever want to check out our campus, to head to peninsulaMD.com and make sure that you go to the wellness side, check out the events catalog, and you'll see all sorts of events that we have coming up. We do have an in-person event later on this month, so that's awesome if you can sign up for it. It'll be our fourth Lunch and Learn of the month. It's in person. It's all about how to utilize all these awesome new, essentially gadgets that we have down in the wellness shop. So definitely, if you're interested in that, head to that wellness event page. RSVP, because we would like to see a list and a roster of who's coming. There are limited seatings based on just the sizing of the room, and again, just with everything that's going on in the state. And we just want to say thank you again for doing this and for tuning in. As always, guys, I hope this was informative. Because I didn't do so much talking, I let the video do it. It seemed very short for me, but here we are at the 16-minute mark. That's it. As always, guys, thank you very much. If you found this video valuable, please like, comment, and share it if you will for anybody who you think they'll benefit from seeing this. And those likes and comments really do help with the algorithms and getting our message out there. So again, we really, really thank you. Hope to see you all next week for another Lunch and Learn. If you want to see what those are, again, head to that wellness events page, and there's a whole list of stuff. Everybody, thanks again. We'll see you all next week. Brandon, take care.